Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
23 yards. First down, New York.
Winston now to throw on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
New York.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to Andy.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 14. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yeah, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's go, D. Check three, check three, check three.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Winston now from the 50. Flush to his right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Washington 0.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Winston forced out to his left. Toward the ends, that's going to steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes his down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
At the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Working out of the gun. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. But he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Double dog, that's the way.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Evans, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And shutting him off now open field. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Winston. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Cook. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert off of play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Play action. It's Herbert. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Again, it's Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. And they'll go right back to Evans. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play action now. Winston. He'll fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CeeDee Lamb. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has once again taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They start on the ground with Elliott. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. It's a slant.
Winston. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Winston. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run. Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On the draw, it's Evans. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Down and goal to go.
And that'll set him back 5. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Henry runs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 2nd down.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston flush to his right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
third down.
The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Winston. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's out right at the 25. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 mark.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
11 at the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They go play action. Winston. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up.
Here's Winston.
At the 37.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, New York.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Giants 30, Washington 27. Joey Sly set to kick.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Big yardage that time for Washington. 55 yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook on the toss left, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And now here comes their final timeout
5-yard line
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Washington.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.